Welcome to the Muckster Show. The Muckster Show is brought to you by Kill and Time Productions. Music and graphics provided by If You Know, You Know. And now here's the man himself, Muckster.
Hello, it's me. Do. I am back again. So, let's go ahead and do this. We got a journal for the week of the 31st. Yesterday was Friday the 31st. Let's see what we got. Now, I never look at it before sharing it with you people, my loyal fans in the thousands. I'm going to make a couple of predictions. In here, we will see an article about solar energy, and we'll see some local history pictures involving coal mining and drag lines. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, the star of the week is Saints Mary and Michael Orthodox Parish. That would be a church. We'll see what they were up to. Now we got the Rush recap. It'd be Rush Township. Their meeting. Watershed Group spokesman says water problems at proposed solar site are very, very complicated. Told you the solar thing would be in here somewhere. No one can predict what will happen. Ampliform spends hours predicting what will happen. Solar company rep with kind of a non-job claims to have met with Shannon Valley EMS, though MV EMS chief tells Journal he's never met with them or discussed the project. Solar company plans to rely on local volunteer emergency services. Doesn't commit to paying for necessary equipment. Ampliform lawyer objects to hearing from Planning Commission again. Joel Albert promises to donate 30% of his solar royalties to disadvantaged area children. That's just like the little brief thing. That's not even the article. Personally, I'm a fan of solar power, but this is all a lot of ridiculousness, and I don't know why the company says they're consulting with the local ambulance company, but apparently there's some kind of equipment they want them to have, but they're not willing to pay for it. And this one guy, I guess he must be a property owner, says that he'll give part of his royalties to disadvantaged area children. That's very nice of him. I don't know what form that'll take, but anyway. There's a picture down here. It says Father Mark Solomon captured this photo of the Blessed Mary statue illumined, and I guess it's supposed to say illuminated, I don't know, by the moon outside of St. Basil Church in Coalport last week. Yeah, this is a brilliant picture. That one. I mean, doesn't that look like either a little toy statue sitting on a table by a fruit plate, or a large statue surrounded by nuclear irradiated fruit, and we're about to see attack the killer pumpkins. Okay, let's see what this is over here. Cass Tortorillo captures Christmas. Christmas is just around the corner, it says, for those of you who do not know. But anyway, it seems like this young artist, I don't know. What do you think? Is that a painting or is that a sample of a bunch of postcards of local churches or something? But I think as any of my regular readers will know, my ADD does not allow me to read long articles. Here's one. Phillipsburg man arrested for homicide at Front Street residence. State police released a news release. Have I mentioned that I just love the writing in this paper? They released a release. State police released a news release reporting that 74-year-old Alan Reed was arrested for criminal homicide in connection with the death of his wife of 30 years, Dawn Reed, 57. Okay, he's 74. She was 57, married for 30 years, so he was 44 when he married a 27-year-old. Interesting thing about that, most people don't think twice about something like that, but if it's reversed, if you have, a 50-year-old woman marrying a 25-year-old man, they go, oh, that's weird. But apparently the guy killed his wife. Allegedly. The high school drama club is going to present Clue. I will show you a cast photo. By the way, a little message to Toby. Whenever you get to high school, in between your soccer, football, baseball, lacrosse, golf practices, you should go out for the drama club. It's fun. There's a tanning salon sponsored a food drive. By the way, folks, as I have said on Facebook and elsewhere, with the government screwing up with the budget talks and them, the last I knew, now the judge has told the administration to pay the SNAP benefits, but then I just saw a headline where Trump says, how would you do that? But anyway, with people probably not getting their food stamps this month, it's a good time to drop off a little extra or something at the food banks. I know there's a lot of people that think anybody who gets SNAP benefits is a leech or whatever. All I keep picturing is a single mother with 2 kids who depends on those benefits to feed her kids. And I mean, we're coming into the holidays yet. It makes it even worse. Imagine the mother not being able to give her kids some kind of a Thanksgiving dinner. So just a thought for you. A lot of times, like what I see. Oh, my niece up in New York, her scouts are doing a food drive, and that kind of stuff goes on a lot. You don't have to worry about actually um, taking the food to the food bank. If there's a local church or somebody that's doing a food drive, when you go shopping, buy some extra canned goods or something, and you just leave them out on your porch on the morning that they say they're coming around to collect them. And you could always put a note in there. Don't give it to any brown people because I know how some of you are about that. Okay, sorry about that. Here's by the way, I don't know if I mentioned at the top of the show, not local news, but last last I saw, the Monongahela incline in Pittsburgh was stuck, and it said they had close to 30 people on it. Now, if you don't know what the inclines are in Pittsburgh, they go up and down the hill, but the hill is like it's a cliff basically. They take the people from the top of this cliff down to the bottom. And if you get stuck in the middle, all that's below you is a bunch of nothing, 100 feet down. So be a little bit of fun to be stuck there and have these firemen come along with ropes saying we're going to help you down to the bottom. Okay, we have it's like one obituary. Lawrence Larry Dugan, born in 1944. Let's see. It says the Immaculate Conception Church of Madera moved a statue to the cemetery. Okay. We got us some sports. Toby's still too young for these sports. Okay, let's see if there's anything in the classifieds. There's somebody that's advertising Electrolux sales. Okay. There's a guy with a construction company that does small decks, handicap ramps, doors, and odd jobs. Free estimates. Oh, here we go. There's some abandoned vehicles will be sold. If you're in the market for a 1998 Chevy Blazer, and that was Tuesday, October 28th. So if you wanted that Blazer, I think you missed it. Okay, let's check out the groceries before we hit the last part. Campbell's chicken noodle or tomato soup, 10 cans for $10. Let me check my math. 10 cans, $10. 10 divided by 10. It's free. I think it's free if I figured out the math right. 10 divided by 10 is 0, right? So hurry up and run down to Comet and get a bunch of free soup. By the way, I made soup. I made bean soup. What I do is I get me those packages of the 16 bean mix. I usually get Goya, and they're dried. So yesterday, or actually Thursday night, I put those in water to soak because you got to like soak them for so many hours. And then yesterday I got the rest of the stuff I needed. I got you got your beans, garlic, onion, and then because I like vegetarian beans, I put in Italian sausage, kielbasa, ham chunks, and also chunks of pepperoni and salami because the store has these like cups where they'll have cheese cubes with the pepperoni and salami, and I'll take the cheese out and then dump those meat cubes in the soup. And what else? Oh, bacon. You got to have bacon, of course. But I put that all in there yesterday in the slow cooker. And my slow cooker, you set it, you'll go for 6 hours. I put it 6 hours on high. And then after it's done, it goes to warm. So basically, that was cooking all night last night. And today I took a taste and then I clicked it back on for like another hour because I added some water. And boy, I just had some a little bit ago and it is quite tasty. I had a little garlic bread for dipping. Uh, you could also, Italian bread works good. Um, or if you're lucky enough to have someone in the house that bakes homemade bread, boy, is there anything better than homemade bread still warm from the oven? You slap some butter on there. Ha. Okay, so anyway, free Campbell soup. Tell them Muckster sent you. You could also get Entenmann donuts for $3.99 a pack. Bush's baked beans, two for $5. And also they have curbside pickup available now. I guess you go online and tell them what you want, and you stop by and they just put it in your car. Can the country get any lazier? Okay, first of all, I hate to be proved wrong here, but I look at the memory lane and I predicted it'd have something to do with coal mining and drag lines, and instead, there's a picture of a drag line. That is now, I think, 7 years in a row that's been their memory. Uh, and here's the star of the week, the Orthodox Church. They had prayer service and luncheon. Yeah, that's a very unusual thing for a church to do, is it not? To have a prayer service? Apparently, they must have invited the local fire company because there's a picture of firemen standing there pretending to pray along. By the way, if you have never been to a Catholic Orthodox ceremony, you must find the excuse to go, to like a wedding or a funeral. Because, anybody, if you're like me, a recovering Catholic, but anybody who's been a Catholic or has gone to a Catholic service, most people say, oh my God, that is long. And why do they keep kneeling and sitting and standing? So take it from a recovering Catholic. If you think a Catholic service is bad, try an Orthodox. They're longer. They do a lot more of the up and down stuff. I mean, I remember going once. My mother dragged me to, I think, a funeral when I was a kid, and all I can remember is sitting there thinking, "Will this ever end?" But I was a kid. And then one time I went to a Greek Orthodox wedding, and it was a beautiful service. And as I watched it, I thought to myself, "Will this ever end?" Oh God. So yeah, just something you really should experience at least once in your life. just go there for the afternoon and come out, a year older. I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. So anyway, if anybody sees this, so far the entire time, how long have I? This is I just went over 20 minutes, and the little counter thing says nobody has been in here. So maybe some people will watch this afterwards. Who knows? But yeah, I'm just making sure that I actually did hit the live button, and I must have because up here's the button that says end it. So I'm going to end it. So we'll see you again. Yeah, the little thing says one now. Somebody's about to come in as I'm saying goodbye. So goodbye.
Three guys in a little room, just a beat and a plan. Not much money, not much time, but we're doing the best we can. But we're doing the best we can.